Hey, Andrew Legrand here with the Spare Law Group, a business lawyer, and there's been a lot of talk lately about the FCC and certain states banning non-competes, and we've had some clients reach out about certain situations they think are non-competes, but are actually non-solicit. So I wanted to make a quick video that explained the difference. So typically what a non-compete is an agreement between an employee over here and a service provider over here. And so when the service provider hires employees, they will ask the employee to sign a non-compete. And typically what that means is that this employee cannot go work for a competing service provider number two. You can see that's where the non-compete is generally enforceable. So when you've seen a lot of stuff in the news lately about non-competes wanting to be banned, basically what the powers that be government is trying to do is to allow this employee to become a free agent, essentially, to move from service provider 1 to service provider 2. Now, let's say, but we had a client to this, and let's say that this service provider is a temp staffing agency or a cleaning service, whatever it might be. A lot of times, service providers, in their contracts with their clients, will tell their clients, you cannot poach any of our employees. And so this is not a non-compete. This is what's called a non-solicit, and it's an obligation by the client to not hire the employee. So if this were to happen, actually the where the employee goes to work for the client, the non-compete is actually not relevant now because the employee's not competing with their former employer. But the service provider can actually sue the client for non-solicitation. So I haven't seen lately any discussions about banning non-solicits. Those are still in play and can still be a thing. So if you're an employee and you're thinking about the non-compete, that's in news right now. But really, the business tip here is that if you're a service provider and your employees are working for your clients, you might want to strongly consider a non-solicit that would essentially prevent your clients from poaching your employees. And if the client does poach your employee, they have to pay you something for it. So, hope that helps.